All right, good afternoon, folks. You're here. We're going to fly the mission here. Um, we've got a couple things we've got to do here. This is the map of Venezuela. So we've got to load all of the points of interest into this and where we're going to be flying around in Venezuela and Caracas here. So we've got to put the flight plan in and all of the spots that we're going to stop by that were hit to show you what was attacked. Um, I have a question in the chat. Do you want us to fly a CH-47 or a little bird? So this is a little bird. This is the um, small helicopter that Special Forces flies, and then they also fly. Let me move this up. Only dealing with the aircraft that I want here. And then this is a CH-47. Right now, the CH-47 is winning. A lot of these were flown in this mission. In fact, I don't know if any little birds were flown or not, but this is the CH-47. And I don't have the 160th SOAR because they don't offer a special operations version of this bird. But I'm just going to use an Army Black, which is this one right here. And I think that'll be close enough. The CH-47 is still winning at 69%. So they fly both, but this is the main bird that they flew in. So that's why we're going to go with that. But I wanted to ask because you get a lot better visibility, but I guess I can go outside of the CH-47 and give you a follow one view of what that would look like. So what we're going to do is one at a time, we will go through and we will put the points of interest in. So it's a long flight from over here all the way over to here to Caracas. It's a long flight, but we're going to do it. So this is the first airfield that was hit right here. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit that, and that's going to be our first stop. But that's not where we're going to start. We're going to start out over here. And the reason I'm going to start out over here is because the 160th was here in Trinidad and Tobago. They were at the main airport here. Okay. And so did they leave from here and fly the mission all the way across? I don't know the answer to that. So is it possible that they did that? Yes. But rather than fly all the way across Trinidad and all the way up through here, I'm just going to start at the airfield over here that was hit. Okay. And then we're going to fly from offshore across that airfield and in. So that's what we're going to do for this mission. Correct. And I had somebody in here say that, the 160th couldn't have done this without Delta. No, Delta couldn't have done it without the 160th. Okay. If the 160th weren't there, Delta would have never showed up. And for people to think that the 160th is a fucking Uber or a taxi service for special forces, they have no fucking clue what the 160th is, what the 160th does, or what the 160th is capable of. So, they the 160th is a special forces group that took some extra manpower with them by the name of Delta Force. Okay, and anybody that doesn't understand that doesn't know anything about the 160th. You need to go investigate the 160th. You need to go talk to somebody from the 160th. You need to go train with the 160th. I've trained with the 160th, so I know what the 160th does. They've trained on my ranges before, so I've sat there and watched them do their deal. So I had an advantage. I had a mount facility, military operations facility with a dirt runway in the middle of fucking nowhere in the middle of the night. They love me. Right. I understand what you said. I'm saying somebody else said otherwise. Somebody else said the 160th was like Uber or a taxi or a mobilization unit. No, they're not. They're more like Air Cav in a special forces variety than they are anything else. So let's put this map up first. So the first thing we got to do is we got to come over here and come right here. Get this longitude and latitude right here. So we're going to copy this. There's the coordinates. Then we're going to go back to our flight map. We're going to put our flight map in. We're going to search there. That's right here. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to come offshore from there. I'm going to come out here. I'm going to set that as the departure point. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to add this. Actually, I got to go up here first. Where do I have? Do I have an amphibious ready group? Yeah. So I've got a carrier out here. All right. So we're going to call that our arrival. Well, that's going to be a long flight. I wish I could move that in closer. Oh, well, but that's what they did. So, all right. So they came here. They came in and they came right across here. So we're going to add that because that's one of the places that was hit. Okay. Then we're going to come over here to Caracas. Okay. Now, down here on the south side of Caracas, up on top of this ridge up here, this is Maduro's bunker here. Boys, you got to be pretty fucking good with this map to know exactly where. This is where they landed right here. This is where they landed. Right here is the bunker that they blew. Over here is a building that they blew. And right here are the 3 buildings that they blew. So in addition to those, on the ridge line up here above that, there's a building with a reflector. Right here. Nope. There's a commanding general's building. Yeah, there's the commanding general's building. Right here. They blew this building right here. Okay. There's a helipad right there. There's Hal Cone's flying through. Okay, so do we want to go by around and see the other end? So Maduro's bunker is in here. Okay, this is the other end. I don't know that the Night Stalkers landed there. I don't know. There's no video of them landing there. There's none of that. The only video that we know of them landing is down here. So I'm not planning on flying that because we don't know that they did. Okay. Now, over here, we're going to take the exact flight out that they took out, the exact flight path. We know the exact flight path that they took going out. That is right here. And we know that they were coming from the south when they did that. So we're going to come down here. Come down here. We're going to add in right there. Oops, I don't want to do that. I'm going to remove this one. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is those 3 buildings that are close enough. I'm going to go here and we're going to add it in there so it'll get me going up along there. We're actually going to land in this baseball diamond right here. You'll see this on our flight out, and then when they come here, then when they departed out, they've departed out this way right here. So I got to add this right here. Okay, and that's how they departed out and went out. Looks like through that valley right there. Wow, that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. So let's change that a little bit here. Go over here and we're going to add that. And then they went out to sea. So let's see if there's a All right, so that's going us to the east of there. All right, and then we're going to add this in just because they hit this. The Night Stalkers didn't hit it, but it was hit. So we'll show you that was hit there. And then we'll go out to the carrier. And we'll land on the carrier. It's 208-mile mission here. We're going to be airborne for a while, especially flying out over the water to get to the carrier. In fact, I'll probably end it and then skip this part of the flight, and then we'll come back to the carrier here. Okay. So once we get our feet wet, we'll end it and then reload next to the carrier rather than flying 100 miles out over the water. Okay. And let me change this right here. All right. Everybody ready? Okay. So load this. So I've got to make this nightfall. So we will pause this once we get airborne here, because I got to get my map up and I've got to make the weather conditions right. I need to make it 1 o'clock in the morning, and I need to make it dark outside. I need to make sure that all of my lights are turned off and all of that other good stuff. And then, all right, we're on the sim. There we go. Do you want me to turn this camera off down here in the lower right-hand corner? Y'all want to see that, or do you want? Because what I can do is just go just like this, and then that'll put us in here. So let's fly. Oh, I know what I do need to do, but we can do that here in a minute. All right, I need to turn this on. Let's go outside. Lights. Change the weather. right, there's my portable GPS. Yep. Okay. Map here. All right, I need to get down. I need to Alright, yeah, we can make it midnight. There, I got some instrument lights. See, I got somebody flying with me here. All right, I'm going to need to make it a little brighter than that, otherwise we're not going to be able to see anything, because we did have a full moon. Let's see. It's January the 2nd, wasn't it? We'll make it a little bit closer to daylight. We can see a little bit here. Or let's just do it daylight so everybody can see everything. There's no sense in flying it because you ain't got night vision goggles on. Right? Got somebody flying with me. I'm not sure who it is. I gotta gain me some altitude. Up way too high. Who I got with me? I got a wingman up here somewhere. Back there somewhere. Could be Dave. Yes, we're reenacting the mission. Do it during the daytime so you can see. Trying to slow up so whoever's my wingman back here, I can see him. All right, so they're about 100 feet off the deck. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to land here at this airport to try to find out who this is that's flying. I don't see him back there. So here's the airport that they hit. Oh. Alright, yeah, I got a problem. Yeah, I got a real problem. I just figured out. So the binding for the prop, it's using the prop, this aircraft, it's using the prop. Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. It's using the using the prop throttle for the pitch on this. Couldn't figure out why this thing wasn't flying worth shit. I'm gonna have to redo that. Big other way. I can't believe I'm flying this with my throttle. Here, flying a helicopter with the throttle, not with the collective. That was interesting. All right, now who's flying with me? Why am I not seeing them? All right, let's go into settings here real quick. Sorry about this, guys. I got to change my control options. So I need a panel, power management, throttle, air current input, validate, mixture, air current input, validate, fly, go back, zoom. All right, now we got collective. Okay, now I can fly like a real helicopter. Now why do I not see who's flying with me? All right, so let's go to general options, traffic, real time online, off, real time online. Okay. Their nameplates. So if there's anybody else flying with me, we'll see them. Fly and save and go. It's weird. I guess they're not on the same server as well. I've not seen them. I see them on the I see them down here, but I don't see them there. That's just weird. All right, guys, are we ready to take this mission? All right, here we go. So let's get in here. And collective comes up, and we're out of here. All right, we're going to want to fly this at 100 feet off the ground. We're going to miss our crane here. And we want to haul ass at about 160 knots like we are. High tension power lines, we need to go up over those. We'll be down in this valley over here. We'll be as low as we can. Also being over sparsely populated areas is always a good thing. Flight path. Oh, it's K-Talk. There he is. Get out here in front of me, buddy. Oh, he's in a CH-47 too. All right, get up here with me. I'll pull back a little bit. Basically, we went about 270. There he is. And we want to keep 100 feet AGL. So you're 4 times as high as what we're supposed to be. Turn your lights off. Am I? Oh, shit. Hold on. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. It was supposed to be on this one here. Uh-oh. I don't know why it keeps going to the map screen instead of this screen here. All right. Come 275, K-Talk. 275. I wonder if he's on COG. Let me see if I can get him on COG. Hold on one second, guys. I'm going to pause this a second. Can you get into COG? Maybe it's a different one. Do I need this? Okay, well, pick a spot up here. We're going to land in the field or something. Let me catch up with you first. So circle around and we'll land in the field and get coordinated. I didn't know you were flying with me. Okay, all right. Let me pick a mountaintop up here. Yeah, let me actually maybe there's a valley down in here. Let me look around. Yeah, I'm going to bank around here to the left. We'll get this set up because I didn't know you were flying with me. So yeah, no worries. So let me yeah, I'm going to come back over here and land in this field. And do you have any of the you don't have the coordinates, do you? Yeah, okay. All right, roger that. All right, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to land here and we're going to group up because I didn't know he was flying with me. So we have a conference server for KLW World News. And what we're going to do is both of us will get on that so you'll be able to hear our conversations back and forth. Be able to fly in formation here just like they did the Night Stalker. So I'm going to circle around here and land over here. Should not be on.
Test 1, 2.
There you go. I got you now.
All right, cool. Let me get this out of the way, and we'll get back into the simulator.
For some reason, I don't have. I can't get my landing light off very well.
All right, we don't want to disturb anything. We're just here to help out.
Yep. Yeah. No worries. Just want to get here. So come out of here at like 275 degrees.
270.
Go to the north, so get it to like 300 first, because we're south of the line. We'll fly 300 until just stay low, 100 feet of altitude is what we're looking for.
Lean them towards 270.
No, go to 300, hit 300, stay low at 300 degrees, nap of the earth, and fly at about 140 knots. 130 knots. Actually, I want to get rid of your name off of here. Now I know who you are. Hold on. Pull up a second because I got to get rid.
All right, slowing up.
I got to get rid of name tags here because, like I said, I didn't know who was flying, who was where. Nameplates off. Fly. Go. Back at you here.
Alright, 300 looks like it's going to point right down the valley here.
Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, just fly the valleys all the way up. I'll let you know when you need to get back there.
40. All right.
Let's keep these valleys if we can. This way we can stay in the valley. Drop down in that valley right there. Just keep going straight up through that valley. And when that
Cool.
gets us up there, we'll go off of it. Next one that cuts off to the north, take it so we can get back up on our line.
All right.
One that goes to your north right there. Take that. Take the next one. Now, the reason this wasn't coordinated, it was JBL's fault. All right, we need to get up to 300 here as far as our 300, 310. We need to start going north. We'll get this next valley here, make a right. Yeah, this will be good right here. Heavy into that rudder.
Dogtailing here.
Yeah, there's some dead cap right there. That's good. Yeah, stay on that.
Oh yeah. That must have been fun.
Hell yeah. Yeah, go over on the far side of that ridge and then go back to 270. So dive to your left now. Get back on 270 and stay down in between that valley right there.
Got it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is our line. Stay right here.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, this is good right here. Follow this. Just wind this valley up through here. Need a couple more people with shit hooks in here.
I'll tell you what. Who says these big choppers can't have fun?
Yeah. Yeah, we're right on the line. Good.
You want to get down in there? You want to go up over this?
Come to your left a little bit. Go up through that valley to your left. One, it's about 11 o'clock.
All
That
right.
valley there, right there to the left. Keep coming to your left some more. Yeah, that valley right there. Feed up through that one. Oh no, not that one. The next one. That's okay.
Next one.
That's all right. I'll go
This
with you on
one.
this one. I'll go take this one. I'll come up with you.
We'll flip it in there.
Yeah, we'll take it in there. I'll let you get around in front of me here. You got me. I'm under you, I think.
Yeah, we're a
Yep,
little
there you
tight.
are.
That's
We're good.
okay.
That's all right. That's good. That's good. We got it. We're
Nice.
doing the 160th soar, man. We'll make it happen. Come back around to 270, 280. Hit it. Go right up over the ridge of this. To your right. Next valley to your right. Take it.
All right. Oh yeah, that's not beautiful.
No worries, guys. Thanks for being here. Couldn't do it without you.
Gotta wake these people up. Nice.
Yeah. We'll only be here a minute.
Oh yeah.
All right. Go up to your north a little bit. Go to the right. Go to the right of that knob.
All right.
See.
Oh, easy now.
Next. Next.
Easy now.
Next.
Easy now.
Next valley over. Go across the ridge in front of you there.
All right.
Yeah. Hop up over the one to your right here to get back up on our line.
Okay.
Watch out for the power lines up here.
Oh yeah, there's some definite power lines there, right on top. That's a not good
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah.
Whew, look at this.
I'm going to cut under them right here. Well, no, I can't. I ain't got enough.
All right. Go a little north and then get back into that valley there.
Yep.
This must have been some flight.
Oh, it was a hell of a time. Hell of a time.
Wow, look at this.
In fact, there's a helibase straight in front of us. Getting ready to fly over right here. All right, 90 degrees to your left. Get back on 270. We're headed straight for the helibase right over there. We're going to turn off of it. Right there's the helibase down there to the right. See that? Right in front of you to the right down there?
Nice. Wow.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, just follow this valley.
I would have loved to have been at the after chatter meeting for this one.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure there's enough room for both of us on the baseball field. So you can go into the baseball field and I'll try to land at the tunnel entrance. It's just to the north of that. And I'm saying that because you're going to be able to see the baseball field when we get up here a lot easier than the tunnel entrance. I've flown this valley before.
is that there, right there? Am I passing it?
No, no, you're not anywhere near it.
Alright.
All right, coming into the city. We need to come to the left a little bit. Come to your left. We got to go up over the ridge. First thing we got to hit is the towers over here to take them out. Come left in the airfield here. Well, you know what? I didn't put the airfield in. Follow me. I'll take you to the tower.
Alright, we're going.
The 160th Sword didn't go to the airfield in downtown Caracas. Maybe I'll add that in. You know what? Let me do that on the way in. Let's go over. I'm coming back 90 degrees to the right to about 300.
Alright, following you.
So this is the airport that Maduro would have flown out of, right here. Now what they did was, they didn't want anybody to be able to fly anywhere. So at about midfield here, we don't know how many missiles flew in, but they dropped at this spot up here, they dropped a fragmentation round that had literally thousands of little BBs. And I'm going to land right here where they dropped that round. So they dropped that round right here. Not on the runway, but in the grass right here. And when they dropped that round right here with thousands and thousands of little BBs, right here is where they dropped it. Right here. So every aircraft inside of me, all the way around, got BBs through it at like Mach 10. So this whole area right here, all these aircraft over here, the aircraft over there, the aircraft over there, all of them. So let me take you over here and show you some of the aircraft that got taken out by this. We update it ourselves. It's not updated every year. We have our own maps that we load into it. We own our own imagery. We put the aircraft in, like the aircraft you're about to see up here. We take current satellite imagery, and that current satellite imagery is loaded into the server. And we have it all loaded. So all of these military aircraft up here, we've loaded in. But we load our own information into the map. All of these aircraft got BBs. Got the two Mi-24s sitting there, Mi-17s, it's the Mi-26. Actually, those are Mi-8s. These are Mi-8s. There's another Mi-8. So all this stuff got BBs in it. All right, let's go hit the communications tower. That was the first thing that was hit. You with me, Dave?
I'm with you.
top of this ridge up here. Slow up. All right. First building that was hit is the one right in front of us. This is the communications relay site for the commanding general. The commanding general's building is down there off my nose. You see the white building there just over my front rotor right there right now? That's the commanding general's building. There's a reflector put right here. I'm going to land in this helipad over here, so I got the pictures to go along with this. I'm going to land right here. See if you can pick a spot. There's another spot up there to the left where the microwave relays are. Sit down in there. I'm going to bring the pictures up so everybody can see the pictures. One thing to show you here, but it's better to show you in the pictures. Parking brake. Watch it, I don't have my parking brake on, so maybe you don't either. All right, so let me escape. That's going to be the easiest thing for me to do, so I don't want to sit here and try to hold the parking brake. Oop. Wanted to take me down over the bank here. Let me back up. No, this ain't level enough. Now, what it actually looks like. So, let me get into my Gmail here, get into the images, we bring this up here for you guys to see. So, that building is this building. So, the building that we were just showing you with the microwave on top of it, that's this building right here. I just landed just up the road from this. Okay. That's before, that's after. So this is one of the first buildings hit. This is, again, a microwave relay site for the commanding general's office. So that's what was hit here. Okay. Oh, wait a minute, before I lift off here, bring my GPS in closer. There we go. All right. Now we're flying down to the main communications tower down here. fly over and show you the communications tower. I forgot to put it in the flight plan because I only put in the flight plan what SOAR flew. But we're going to do a sightseeing tour here. Let me show you over here where the main communications tower that they took out. Taking out this communication site took out 150 cell sites in the area. There we go. All right, so here is the main communication site that they took out. They blew the shit out of this. And by taking out this communication site, they took out 150 cell sites around the area. So it's two sites that are combined. The big one is on the left, the smaller one is on your right. So these are the two communication sites that they took out. And when they took this out, see, all of Caracas was down. See there, there's Caracas. So they took all of Caracas out. We will land here a moment. All right, so this is the communication site from below. This is the tower up here. There's another picture of the communication site. This is where we're hovering. We're hovering right down over here right now. That's the site right there. We're hovering right over here. I don't know what you're. Oh, the Ayatollah is leaving for Moscow. Okay, well, good. Do I have Navy what? Navy helicopters? I got all kinds of stuff. I can get anything I want, and if I don't have it, I can have it made. So, yeah, I can have any aircraft I want. Oh shit. There we go. All right, now we're going to leave here. We're going to go back on our mission. Get back to where we're supposed to be. I got to fix that fence there. Those are the two sites. That image was taken from over here. See there? Just to give you an idea. Let me get in the cockpit here. See there? That's the site that was burning. All right. Now let's head back over here. Do our mission. Where did my damn... This thing erased my flight path. Oh, there it is. All right, come back around to the south here. Do it like we were supposed to now. The other Chinook is one of the members of the KLW World News Network. Dave, K-Talk. Alright, so I'm almost on trajectory here. Where I need to be. Get back in the cockpit. Zoom in a little bit more. Alright, here we're coming in on our first one. I don't like this GPS. Every time you hit range rings, you gotta tell it to recenter. That's not good. Okay, so our first custom point is right up over the ridge here. Right there. So that was the radar building that was destroyed that we showed you just a few minutes ago. And now we're going to swing back around here. Head over towards Mr. Maduro's place. That's Commanding General's place right there to the right. There's the helipads for the Commanding General's place. Here's the valley. Right here. There's the red buildings up there that were hit. See those red buildings over there? Right up there. Buildings here were hit. See those red ones over there, right? Those red ones right there, right in the middle of the screen. They were hit. And these buildings right here were hit. The ones I'm getting ready to hover over. Right here. These buildings right here were hit. All three of these, I'll show them to you here as soon as we land. Where you at, Toc?
Just here, 7 o'clock.
Okay, right in front of me, 100 yards is the baseball diamond. Right here, I'm passing over the baseball diamond. Right now. I'm gonna sit down. Actually, there's enough room for us. I'll sit down over here next to the road. I'll sit down right here. This is where the Night Stalkers came in and landed right here. All right, let me show you the pictures. So
Got
we're going to
F-35 flyover.
F-35 flyover, did we?
Yeah, I guess now.
That's nice. Don't thank you much. All right, so we're going to start here. So the bunker that's to our right up here, I'm going to fly over it when we leave out of here. This is the entrance to the bunker after they blew it. I'll show that to you here shortly as soon as we lift off. This is the complex that we just landed in. I'm landed right here. KTOC is landed over here. This picture's out of order. This is the red buildings that I showed you up to the left that were detonated. And these are the buildings that I just flew over that were blown up. This is before. You see the red buildings up there, the buildings right here. This is after. There's the baseball diamond. You can see the smoke coming out here because there's also a tunnel entrance right here. There's another view of it before. That's the red building with all the motor pool outside. It was totally obliterated. It looks like this now. And then the three buildings here that were hit, it looks like this now. And that's the building that was on top of the mountain. It looks like this now. This is some of the nearby buildings that had vehicles outside. They didn't do so well. Toyota Hilux, other vehicles, air defense systems, communications tower on top of the mountain. This is a list of equipment that was destroyed. So now we are going to resume. So we're going to act like we have picked up Maduro. First, I'm going to take you over here and show you. Yeah, somebody's flying around here in an F-35.
Yep.
I just saw that.
He's flying the valley pretty good.
Hit my brakes here. All right, so we're going to take the exact flight path out of here that they took. Gotta make sure my tracking is on. I think it is. All right, you ready?
Ready.
Here we go. All right, so that bunker entrance was right up here to the right. See it right there on the other side of that tree. I'm gonna hover down here right in front of it so you can look at it. So that bunker entrance that was detonated is right over top of my front rotor right there. That sliver of black that you see. That sliver of black right there in front of me, that's the tunnel entrance. That's what they blew going into Maduro's bunker up there in the hill in front of us. We'll come around here. So when they left, they went up out of here. Get away from the military. Trying to stay away from the military base. And they flew around here. They banked around down here. Just like this. And they flew right up through here, just like this. Literally right across this building in this lot right here. They flew straight up through here just like this. That video you see of the helicopters flying by, flying straight up through here just like this. They got over here. side. Maduro's Valley is just right there. Let's go over here. We got up here in the valley. They started climbing to get across the ridge. Nosed over and hauled ass for the sea. There's the airport down there. And then they went out and landed on the Iwo Jima. So right down here is the port that they hit. It's on fire. Port that they hit, and we're going to go over here and we're going to take a look. We're going to land in front of Maduro's bunker here at the airport. Here's Maduro's compound at the airport. This is where Maduro's bunker is. All right, questions, folks? I'm on YouTube. I can't play Top Gun unless I get a license, but I don't think I can. There's a lot of strategic strongholds still standing in Venezuela. I've got a huge map of that. That'll be another show. All right, glad you guys liked the ride. We'll do it again. Thanks for being here. We will see you guys the next time. Have a great night, everybody. Oh, who's in the plane? You got your name tag on there? Is that Dave? What's he in?
I'm in the Chinook.
No, the other Dave. You get the name tags turned on?
We got Country Bows 5.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
MH60.
Yeah, because I don't have mine reloaded. Otherwise, he would be here with us. We'd see him. So, well, we need to get him to join the network, and then he can fly with us. So, that's what we need to do. Join the network, then you can fly with us. We'll put you in the conference call and everything. So, all right. Thank you, guys. Reminds me I need to load my MH60 now. Have a great night, guys.
That's all, folks.